Hello again. For today, you need to understand the issues surrounding security of the IT infrastructure. Here are some techniques, documentations, and standards that organizations use in their daily operations to maintain security of the IT infrastructure. Separation of systems to reduce risk. Conformance with security policy, standards and guidelines. Control of privileged access. Correctness of input and accuracy of stored data. Principles of recovery capability. Intrusion monitoring and detection methods. Installation of baseline controls to secure systems and applications. Configuration management and operational change control. And protection of security documentation. Separation of systems to reduce risk. A simple, yet very effective, way to manage risk and provide assurances to keep systems separate. Although there are advantages to joined-up systems that share data, they are not always necessary. In some cases it may be decided that the risks outweigh the advantages and it should not be done. Conformance with security policy, standards and guidelines. The security policy, standards and guidelines have to be aligned to the operational needs of the business. Control of privileged access. Many organizations use extra safeguards for the accounts that can grant these sorts of privilege. Correctness of input and accuracy of stored data. There is no point in having the most secure system in the world if the data it contains is inaccurate and of no use. Principles of recovery capability. Having produced a means of creating and holding data securely, it is vital to be able to recover it should anything go wrong. It is absolutely essential that backups exist for all data, and not just a current backup. Use of an approach such as the grandfather-father-son (GFS) approach to allow recovery of data back to a previous point in time is highly desirable. GFS backup is technique in making backups by more than 2 versions, even 3 versions. There have been occasions where organizations have discovered a piece of malware that has been present for months, quietly changing data values at random. The only way to resolve the issue is to roll back the system to a point in time before the malware was present and rebuild the data from paper records. Without a GFS backup approach this is not possible. Intrusion monitoring and detection methods. Intrusion detection and prevention systems use automated tools to analyze log data, system activity, and network traffic, in an attempt to identify and to block unauthorized users or malware from causing a security breach. Installation of baseline controls to secure systems and applications. Baseline controls are standards used to define how systems should be configured and managed. The intention is that any new systems in any location should be built using the settings and guidelines. Configuration management and operational change control. It is always advisable that you change things and operations within your organization. From simple changes in passwords, to changes in complex operations within the infrastructure and development. And since it is certain that these changes are to occur, we must document or record these changes. These documentations are for future purposes. For example, you forgot that you changed the password of your company wireless network, and you can easily find the actual new password in the documentation you have recorded. Protection of security documentation. The documentation processes are required to make sure that there are some hard documents in case that the server or the system is destroyed or unresponsive. These documents must be in utmost security, usually placed in filing cabinets with locks on them. Overall, it is still important to secure the documents rather than relying on its unique aspect. You can actually understand it now that organizations secure the documents first before their computers or hardware. This is because organizations value the contracts and documents that prove the operations of their organization. Thanks for watching.